Hello, loved ones. I'm coming in emotional again. Tears streaming down my face minutes before I'm getting online. And please, I don't need anyone to hold the energy for me. Robin, thank you. Bless your heart. I got my angels. I got my team. I need you to sit and you to feel this one. This one's for you. For many of our loved ones. I don't want my healers always coming in and healing. You come in to get healed. I don't need you working. We got you this time. This one, I want you to feel. So you can go and teach this. I know. But when you're healing, when you're holding space, you're working. Your wings need a break, honey. When you come here, they get a break. Let them rest. Feed. Fill. We got you. And that's why I'm coming in a little, again, emotional. I was just talking to Darren with tears running down my face as he's watching me prepare for this. As I'm realizing just what sacred work this is. I come in not knowing a lot of the things I'm going to say. But I just know if I keep showing up, they're going to use me and this message is going to spread and you're going to learn what you need to learn. You need to grow and be so we can all learn together on this. I'm learning just like you. I'm just a little further ahead. I'm supposed to be. So I'm not looking for anyone to teach. My light workers come here to charge, to get new truths, new downloads, new upgrades, new armor. Then go hold the light in your space. That's what this is about. This is about learning to use all this energy around us that they never wanted us to know about. Shh. Let's keep them in the game. Let's keep them, their heads down, in debt, in jobs. It's showing off to the next player coming next to you. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Kim, if you can please put up one of my beautiful past teachers, Dolores Cannon. If you don't know her, get to know her. I'm gonna have to blow this up because it's a little bit small for me. Earth is a school for mastering how to manipulate energy. That's going to trigger a few feathers around the group. Manipulate, that doesn't sound very good, Jody. If they use manipulation to degrees we can't even fathom right now, can we not manipulate for good? This is where I see so much of my team talking to me about hidden language. They keep saying it's a hidden language, what you're learning right now. It's hidden. You think equity was hard, and it was. Darren and I were just talking about that. He's like, honey, that took us 30 years. Yeah, I get that. Us shifting now the other 70%. We can do this, loved ones. They just made us scared shitless of doing it. This is alchemizing. This is taking the hurt, the pain, changing it, transforming it. Learning to be word wizards, energy wizards. Put on your little witch hats, your little costumes. Bring out your wands. This is what the chosen's all about. And using that wand, going, you know what? I don't like that energy over there. I'm going to bring it love and light. And this is like, you got a creepy crawling feeling about you. You're out. You're better positioned. How do you know that unless you've seen the dark sides of it? So, Kim, I need you to make that a little bit bigger for me, please. Thank you. I need that bigger.
Big as it'll go. Sorry.
That's as big as it goes. Okay. I'm going to read it. You're going to have it later. Don't worry. It says, we all begin with God and are sent out to learn and experience many other planets have easier courses of learning. The Earth School is the most difficult in the universe. Only the bravest souls sign on for this assignment. Out of all the 7 billion loved ones, what do you think is felt of the chosen? The ones that are meant to rise to another level. Sorry, I'm getting all fired up. It says our path is like a giant circle with no beginning and no end. Infinity. We are eternal on a soul level. Our spirits can never die or be destroyed. We are fellow travelers in the game of life. And our destinies are intertwined. Soul families, spiritual family, don't be afraid of shining a light, she says. Don't be afraid of being powerful. Don't be afraid of being more spiritual. Feel that? So now, we've got some hidden knowledge and truths and wisdoms coming down the pipeline, letting us know we have the ability to take energy. If we have myriads of angels, what are they doing? Literally, and forgive me if I get fired up and yelling. It's just energy moving through me of spirit, finally knowing that there's a space of people that can hear this language, the hidden language. And yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's supposed to be. It's going to make you stretch and grow and go, oh my God, Jody, she did hours and hours of disclosure and this is still not significant enough. I know. I just had a moment and moments every day. Get used to this. Get rid of the thought that this is supposed to be easy and comfortable. You already chose a mission to come down here that most souls go, oh, Earth School? Oh, no, I'm not ready for that. Oh, not a fucking chance. You went to Earth School? Yeah, that's right, Carol. It is something where you spread your wing. You have bigger wings after you leave here. So what, you think it's going to be just easy? And then the ones that are meant to teach all those souls that came here, do you not think that this short and narrow path that they speak of is going to be bumpy as fuck? Y'all say it. I don't filter my language. Get used to it. It is. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to stretch you. You're going to sometimes want to just like, no, make a poster of me, throw darts at me. Go for it. I don't give a shit. I don't feel your darts. It's okay. Do it. Get it out. I'll hold that space. Your darts don't hurt me. They'll throw away. Now keep holding your mirror. And eventually your little you holds it. Goes, mommy, look, or daddy, look. You don't need me anymore. Earth school is to learn to manipulate energy. And before you can manipulate it, you need to learn it. The good, the bad. What? What do you mean bad, Jody? Yeah. The bigger dick, the bigger bitch you are, the more you recover from that, the better you are for the garden. Because now you can speak on behalf, just like this one over here, who goes, oh, he was a bully. He hurt people. Try to do it for good. But he can speak on behalf of this now. We need people in the garden that can speak on behalf of what they came here to learn. Learned it. And now can teach it. This is what the Bible speaks of, about being wise as a serpent, gentle as a lamb. Darren has spoken about this before. How do you become as wise as a serpent unless you've been a serpent? How can you speak on behalf of serpents if you haven't been one? So don't worry about that dick bitch part of you. That asshole that, oh, I shouldn't have done. Stop beating yourselves up. You needed to learn what you needed to learn. So you came with some skills, and everyone's different coming with skills. That's the beautiful part about this. And the compass, the guide in all of this, it's very simple. It's you. What do you mean, Judy? It's how you feel. How does this feel? We've said this since day one. If it doesn't feel good, get out. Pull your chute. Peace. May Spirit be with you. But here's the thing. That's why the veil is so thin. This is why the knowledge was buried, burned, stolen, hidden. Once we learned how to manipulate energy, game over. The dark knew this, especially when we used it for the light. They never wanted us to learn to be alchemists. No, keep them down, distracted. Toys, fun, jobs, titles. Once we learned how to manipulate energy and for the light, this is now where we can clean energy. We can change energy. We can charge it. Enter superpowers. Loved ones, you're going to learn how to become word wizards. This is one of the ways we alchemize, transmute. We clean our sludge. Most of us don't even know what we're putting in our cup. Never mind what our sludge is. This is a big look at yourself. See what's working, what's not. And it starts with understanding that you have to mind your mouth. You have to mind your mind. Always. When you start getting on this path, you'll know when you stop minding your mind. Come on, loved ones. Right? Come on. You're the most aligned we've found. Don't tell me you don't know what it feels like when you are not managing your meat suit. You're supposed to go into your shit pit when you aren't. You're supposed to go into your shit pit when you're about to go into your next level. What did I just say? They're both the same. That's why they terrified us of the fall. When a bird jumps out of its nest, does it go immediately up? What happens? Spirit says. You watch any bird that trusts its wings, flies out of a nest. It actually plays with that a bit. It'll fall. Why? Because it knows its wings will always catch it. They didn't want us to know about our wings. They didn't want us to know about our superpowers. Numb and dumb. And this is where it starts. And this is why I was giggling with Darren before. I'm like, honey, I taught this course like years ago. It's just crazy. It keeps coming full circle. Because here's the thing. I pissed many a friend off in my lifetime. Because anytime they'd say a negative word, and you'll see it, my body. Kim actually brought my attention to this. I convulse when the energy of someone speaking is so out of alignment. My skin crawls. And my friends, when they came to my house for courses, they got into their story and I'd nip. They're like, let me speak. Let me have a voice. And I'd say, no. You know your fucking voice. It's shit. Stop it. Stop talking. It's a low vibration. It's a black spell. And the more you talk about your story in a negative, low vibration, the more spells you're putting out. So no, I will not let you speak. If you're going to speak around me, you better ante up your words. And I'd nip all the time and they got irritated. I'm trying to hold a space for them, realizing you're putting out bad, black spells. Whew. Words create spelling. And those are spells. I've done this course. We already have it. The power of your words. Proceed there after here if you have not seen it. Holy, and watch it multiple times. This is where you start in your spiritual development, loved ones. Your words, your mind. Us teaching you how to monitor this. Always. Not when it works. Not, oh, I'm off work now. Or, oh, so I have a few minutes. This works. No. Always, especially when you're triggered, especially when you're irritated. That's a time. Unplug from the game. Your matrix. It's yours. It'll wait for you. Watch. It will. Unplug. Go figure out. Why is mommy's feathers ruffled? What's going on? And speaking of hidden language, I'm learning new language too. We are becoming more and more aware of this hidden language, loved ones. We talk about this in equity. A whole bunch of words mean completely opposite. Do you not think they did that for the 70% of the healing? The 70% that gets you through the garden? Do you not think they kind of fucked with that too? Absolutely they did. This is what I'm realizing. I got queens though, so dialed when I say words now, and they've learned to learn off of me. I learn off of them. Soul contracts was one. I can't even say it now. Think about that. A soul conning a soul. Oh, it's horrible. And then to console yourself. Do you feel that, loved ones? The reason I'm putting this energy in your face is so you can feel it. So feel it going, yeah, oh, I see that. I need you to feel it, because when I throw different things at you, you need to be able to feel it and assess it. Your soul knows, but it's the, what did my team say? It's the silent wisdom maker within you. It's the one that rarely speaks unless spoken to, who sits in the background and watches and will not trespass on the underdeveloped soul until it asks. This is why we keep getting you to go back to your little you. And so today you're going to learn how to actually take words and jack them up, put them on spiritual steroids, superpower them. The stuff they never wanted you to learn. And here's the thing, loved ones. This is not just limited to what you speak. It includes what you think, what you feel. This is a big one. This is your transmitter. Right here. This is your, it is emitting, generating energy for you at all times. It creates the greatest influx of dimensions for you and timelines. Heart, right here. So feel that. And now tap into what are you putting out of that energy center? Because guess what? When you're highly emotional, that's where it comes out of. And so if you're all fired up all the time, highly offensive, people piss you off all the time, your heart chakra is sending out an emission, a transmission, a wave of being unsettled, frustrated, pissed off. Guess what science has taught us? That energy goes out and then it attaches to things of a same vibration, like attracts like, and then it brings more of it back to you. And spiral we go. There's no more spiral anymore, loved ones. Spirit goes, we're going to teach you tools so you don't spiral anymore. When I used to spiral, 72 hours, minimum 3 days for me to recover from my lessons, from my emotional waves. And I went underground. No one saw me. I was a light worker. No one was allowed to. Not no more. But that's what I did. I was supposed to be the strong one. No one could see that. And what I'm learning and what they're teaching me and what I'm trying to teach other queens and kings is to lift your head from the game. Look at the fire. Your fire. Walk into it. Manage it. Because most of your fire is right here. And when you walk into your fire and then you bring your little you in and you start to manage it and the flames dissipate. Maybe not fully, depending on the size of the flame. So be it. Don't worry about that. Your flame's going down, you're doing good. And then to turn around. They have been focusing so much on wings right now, where you spread your wings. And you might not be fully healed, that's okay, but spread them going, look, because I can guarantee you there's someone who doesn't have as big of wings as you. And it's not about comparing. It's about showing them you have them too. And if you surpass me, 5Ds about teaching and learning and going back. I get these visions where I'm flying and they make me go back and I'm grabbing, and it's not nice. I'm not meant to be nice all the time. I'm going to grab some of you and throw you. Come on, let's go. Enough. You know better. Stop rambling with your stories and attaching to things that are just irrelevant. Come on, remember why you're here. If I'm talking to you, you're the cream. Doesn't mean you're the cream of the cream. My queens, my new recruitment queens are learning that. This is not for everyone. We will give you the tools. We'll give you everything you need, but you need to walk this. Otherwise, what makes you special? So speaking of that, whatever you're emitting, loved ones, it's either of a high or a low frequency. You know this by how you feel. Because your thing, as you're sending out energy, it's immediately reciprocating. It's coming back where you get a feed, a read, energetic read of it. And it's either going to be for prayers and wishes or curses and hexes. What do I mean by that? Here's a perfect example. Ever heard of the word abracadabra? This is going to take you back a bit. Kim, would you please show the next picture? This is a big one, loved ones. So here's abracadabra. Now, I can feel already a few little feathers being ruffled. This is magic. Come on now. Energy is only the energy you give it. So hang tight with me. Did you know the difference between abracadabra and avada kedavra? Not a big difference, right? So hear that. Abracadabra and avada kedavra. They even sound the same if you say them real quick enough. But one means I will create as I speak. The other means I will destroy as I speak. This, loved ones, is meant as a tool because they have taken words, twisted them ever so gently, made us speak them as spells. And here's the thing, we don't know the new language yet, loved ones. We don't know. We're learning this as we go. The cons, any word that starts with con, we're learning. Our skin crawls. And even just look at the wizardry they're saying of abracadabra. It actually makes a wizard hat. Look at the geometry of it. There's ones actually where they go from the forward and then down. Probably a little bit of meaning in that, hey? This is the spells they put on us. And this is why we took the whole power of your words to another level with this course that I'm about to introduce you to, because like we spoke about, like attracts like. And if energy is going out and attracting to things and people and events, cords. Think about that. You're putting out cords to things of a similar energy sorry, let me rewind a bit. You cannot send out a cord or attract any energy that is not within you already. Hear that again. You cannot attract any energy to you, whether it's makes your feathers go, I love that. Or holy shit, that pisses me off. Unless that energy is already within you. So someone is irritating you. Someone's bugging you. If that energy was healed within you, it would pass right through you. It's attaching because all those parts of you are trying to say, hey, mom, dad, hey, I got that energy. That's why it's pissing me off. That's why you can be next to your girlfriend or a good friend and you'll hear the same person say the same thing and it'll just. Whereas the person next to you will be like, why do you think that happens? And to the degree they're saying that it irritates you, that it triggers you, is to the degree of the amount of energy you have within you. So if it only bugs you a little bit, you only have a little bit of that energy in you. If it throws your whole day off, and you're coming up with lines of what you're going to say and how that person pissed you off and how wrong they are, you missed it. This is your stuff. And so this gets back to, if we are transmitters, what are you telling the universe you want? What are you saying to the universe on a regular basis based on your words, your emissions, your transmissions that you want to stop in your life? What are you feeling and thinking all the time that's feeding things in your life that you don't want? This is about sludge, loved ones. I don't give a shit what's working in your life. That's not what you're here for. Everyone knows what they don't want. The question is, are you going around talking about what you don't want? Feeding it? Making more of what you don't want to happen because you're fueling it. So, loved ones, let's do a check. Tap into yourself. Open your crown. Let's let some light come in. Bring in your little you right now if you have to. Bring him or her there. Shut your eyes for a moment. And I want to ask a question. From a number of 1 to 10, how are you feeling right now? 1 being not so good at all. Like, where's the bridge? Number 10 being, girl, you should see I'm levitating 3 feet off the floor. Assess right now. Take a moment. Feel yourself. Look at what you're getting in your life. Put your numbers, please, in the chat. Be brave. Don't make it better. Don't embellish. Ooh, if you embellish, lightning bolts. Be honest. Feel. And if you say 10, not possible, honey. If you're feeling highs all the time, you're not doing your lows and you're avoiding it. So please don't come in with perfection. Otherwise, you'd be here teaching. You'd be channeling all this information every single day. And if you are, then you know what? I look forward to your teachings. But don't come in saying you're a 10. There's no way. And I'll hold that space for you because it's not all love and peace, sweetheart. It's not all bringing in the love and the light. Are you bringing it in for you? Because I'm telling you right now, when I touch base with your little you, that's why I said, do your own healing. I don't need you to hold our space. That's going to piss you off. I know it's going to ruffle some feathers. So be it. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to give you the lessons that you need to learn. And Robin, you can speak on your own platform, honey. I complimented you for holding a space and knowing enough to bring in love and light. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of work you're not doing right now. because you're busy doing it for other people. Please hold that space for yourself. Now, you got your numbers in there. Thank you. This is about now trumping the energy of the vibration you're currently putting out. Because if you're a 10 out of 10, you're an angel and you disappear. 10 out of 10, loved ones, is you disappear. That's, you can go in and out. And until I see that, you're not a 10. I'm not a 10. You kidding me? I can say that. They tell me I'm not a 10. And until they tell me I'm a 10, I will stand before you and continue to teach. Because as I teach, you learn. As you learn, I learn. I learn more than you, loved ones. You be clear. Be clear. As I hold the space for you to learn, I hold the space for me to learn. And I'm in no position to stand here unless I can do so. I'm supposed to have bigger wings than you. He has bigger wings than me. You're not here to teach me. They teach me. That's why I don't answer to you. I know that's a hard one. I had to learn that. So here's what I want you to do, loved ones. I need you to turn up your feelings. I need you to get sensitive. And for our loved ones who've always been told they're too much, settle down, stop, submit, come into the program, go fuck yourself. Sorry. I need you to be everything you've been told not to be. Crank your energy up. I want you so sensitive that you get sunburns from 3D. That's what we talked for months. Me and my queens had to go through that. 3D sunburns where you go around people. It's so uncomfortable. You can't even be there. Stop subjecting yourself to it. But at the same time, if you go in full, shielded, you can feel the energy and it won't affect you. Guess why? Because you're not attaching to it. Energy only affects you when you attach to it. Energy only affects you when you attach to it. And if you're attaching to it, it's something within you you need to heal. So this is why we need to become aware of our words, the different energies of people, of things, events. Feel, loved ones. And guess what? When you think you can feel more. If you think you're a 9 or an 8 or a 7, we don't even know how much we can feel. That's why it's just, how can you know what a 10 feels? We've never been there. And unless you've died and you're a fucking angel, this is the whole thing. This is no insult. Thank you, Robin. Girl, this is why I love you so much. You can take a healing. We need to feel. It's okay to get emotional. We're supposed to. Ask my queens how flustered my feathers get, how vocal I get. Does it sound like I don't express myself? It's okay to express yourself. They never wanted you to. Shh, quiet, numb and dumb. I don't need numb and dumb where we're going. I need kings and queens that can feel energy and not have any of it attached to any of them because they've been healed. They don't take it personally. They don't get their little you or little boy triggered. So now they can feel energy and they know how to proceed. Spirit can work with that now. They can't work through your sludge, loved ones. This is what this is about. And you're going to notice the more you get in tune with this, people are going to really frustrate you. You're going to become, we'll teach you what to do with that. Because a lot of that is leaving the parts that make you do that. And here's the goal. The goal is to become, loved ones, so present, so in tune that any energy around you, not only can you transmute it, which means make it something different, where you come into a situation, because don't you think our chosen ones are going to have to go into situations where they need to change the energy of the whole fucking room. And their light needs to be so strong. No darkness can survive. You show up, you transmute it. You change it. Your light irritate, they back off from you. As it should be. Any of my queens or kings walking into any meeting of galactics or military or anything that needs to be looked at, you better come in with some armor, with the ability to be in tune. I don't want you crying in the corner, falling apart. I don't like how he's talking to me right now. Stop it. Right? This is about attuning us. This is about getting us ready. It's not supposed to be comfortable. You think Navy SEALs say their training is comfortable? Have we not explained this before? I'm going to rub you. I'm going to push you. That's why I say make a dartboard of me. I don't give a shit. Come on, Joni, you made me feel this. I guarantee you're going to take the muggle. I'm so sorry. It's all about me. Fuck. If you had to throw a couple darts at me to realize it's all about you, so be it. So be it. So here's the thing. We have to learn, if we're going to be the chosen, to feel energy, because there's deceivers, loved ones. There's evil. We have to be able to, first of all, go into the garden, get these pieces of shit out. I'll be leading that pack. Anyone who wants to join, get behind me. Or actually get beside me. Oh, these ones that got into equity that have not been serving it, heads up, I'm coming for you. So are a lot of my loved ones. Your little bank account's about to come to an end. You're going to be seeing a FEMA account near you, as far as I'm concerned. Because you're so offline that when you were given that and you did nothing with, missed it. Shame on you, tenfold. And so when we can feel things, loved ones, and we don't attach, and we are so dialed that spirit aligns us for the decision. This is what I need. These are the leaders we need, the protectors in place. So you got to learn it yourself. And the best place to start was with your words. This is why it's a basic foundation. It's so great to start. Their intentions are prayers. Their wishes, their affirmations. It gets the universe working for you. Spirit's not allowed to do anything without your permission. So how many of you are saying prayers right now? Here's my question. Which means your angels are so bored. Bored. Like, oh my God, bored. I used to see it all the time for years with my loved ones that I taught. I'd see their angels as, waiting. How about every morning you wake them up and then wake them up. You wake up and you put them to work the moment your feet step foot on the ground, where they're out working for you based on the words that you put out, and then learning the words to put out that are white spells. There's black spells, there's white spells. Let's start making some white spells, loved ones. Let's get in the light working for us. And this is in how you speak, how you feel, how you think, and how you write and type. And may lightning bolts hit you moving forward if you use too low vibrational words to express yourself. This is now about becoming present. There's multi-layered teachings in this, loved ones, because if you're going to speak your truth and in a way that's high vibrational, you need to become present, open, connected. Excellent. So here's your exercise. Ready? Workshop about to commence. First of all, please do not proceed with us unless you are committing to the next 7 days, twice a day, for roughly 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how fast or slow you speak. We talk in equity about being capable and able. If you can't show up for yourself, how can you show up for others? We talk, people are like, oh, I got my garden speech all prepared. Really? You're not speaking, honey. Your little you is. What's she going to say? Number 2, morning and night. Here we go. And just so you know, we're going to get you to write this down because you're going to need to do this exercise with us tonight. But we have a beautiful PDF that's all been designed by Kim. So you can print this off and do this multiple times and teach this. Spread this, light workers. Get this out, but you need to learn it first. You need to do it for yourself first. So morning and night, you're going to write 3 intentional prayers or affirmations / wishes that you are in the process of learning, that you want to change about your life. This is not something to be rushed. Take the time to even go back to your little you if you want to. Because a lot of what we think is working is not about to. This is the big thing. We need to look at our programs, our beliefs, the people in our lives, the circumstances that need to change. If nothing needed to change, you wouldn't be here. The next thing you need to do is we have to, once you identify what it is that you're in the process of wanting to learn, we actually have to transform the energy. And I'm going to take you through this. So just hear me on this one. We have to transform the energy into a higher frequency. We all know what we don't want. So we're going to take that and we're going to alchemize it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take what we really want to learn, and then we're only going to use positive words to ask for it. And then we're going to repeat it 3 times at night, 3 times in the morning. The hardest part is going to be getting your intentions, and that's why we're here. So this is what we're going to do. Loved ones, get a piece of paper, grab a piece of pen, grab a piece of pen, grab the whole pen. And we're going to be doing a workshop. We have done this before, but on private sessions. Now we are doing this publicly. So we're going to give you 4 minutes. Please come back at 55. No, we're going to give you 6 minutes. I feel a few of you need to walk this out. Go clean, walk out, open your crown channel. Just get in a place of cleanliness and fullness of going, okay, I'm going to come into this and I'm just going to speak my truth. That's what your little use and spirit is saying. Just speak your truth. Don't worry about being right or what anyone else is going to say. Stay in your own lane. Do you. You will jump much further than looking at who's beside you. All right. We'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, loved ones, you're not doing anything right now. You are just cleaning and preparing right now for the workshop. We haven't given you anything to do yet. This is about opening your crown, channeling in the light, setting intentions for yourself to get the greatest learning that you need for today. I haven't taught anything yet, so just let go. Whatever you wrote doesn't apply, they said. This is about getting in the space and ready for this teaching. Okay, loved ones, here we go. All right. Here we go. So I hope you have a pen and paper. We are now going to do an exercise. It's going to be a little different than what you're used to. And this is the beauty of being able to channel spirit, because when we can take our programming and charge it and change it and then put it out, by taking that time, they're saying, to actually alchemize it, to charge it, is much more potent than putting it out to the world before it's been aligned. Okay, so grab a piece of paper. Again, they're snapping in my ear. When they snap in my ear, it's usually because people are comparing, or they're trying to say the right thing, or they're getting too stuck in their head. Loved ones, open your crown, open your heart right now. Okay? Feel for a minute. This isn't about comparing. This is about you holding your own mirror, looking at yourself, and it's going to be different for yourself, your spouse, your children, your whatever. But feel yourself, and I want you to list 3 things that you desire, want, or you need to change about your life. Now, some examples might be about dissolving programming or belief systems around self-love, confidence, inner trust, strengthening your ability to speak and stand in your truth more, to develop skills for more courage, for your health, better relationships. If you have a specific person, put their name. Or maybe to learn and develop aspects of yourself, such as different healing modalities and spiritual tools. Whatever it is, there's no wrong way. This is they're actually saying, do not speak on behalf of the soul, speak on behalf of the underdeveloped soul. Tap into that part of you that doesn't know. What do you need to learn, honey? What do you keep hurting about? What keeps showing up? What don't we like in our life that we want to change? I need 3 loved ones. I'll give you a moment. And trust us on this, loved ones. Put it down. You're going to see the training of this. You're going to see the jumps of this energetically. If you just trust us and just speak from your heart, put it down. What's working? What's not? What do you want? What do you want? And loved ones, I know I talked about 3. I only need you to do 1. Just 1. You're going to do your 3 later. Just your 1. So here's an example. This is an example of the energetic frequency of phase 1 of this training process. I want to have more boundaries for myself so people stop walking all over me. Okay? I want to have more boundaries for myself so people stop walking all over me. So just give me 1. I know there's 3 here, but they're actually saying if you have to write out 3, fine, but circle the 1 that's your 1. And for the brave only, please put it in the chat for your record. Okay. Put my video back on. I was watching the chat there a little bit. Good, good. I love this course so much. They channeled it to me years ago and now I'm realizing what a gift it is. Because the transformation that's about to happen, you're going to see. Okay, you ready for the next phase, loved ones? Now, it's good if you wrote out 3. It is. But they just were showing me that for a lot of you to actually do the full 3 right now was a bit much. So if you could just get clear on 1, so be it. But make sure you go back and get your 3. Or there's going to be lightning bolts. Just saying. Okay, next part of this. This is where the wizardry comes in. You ready? This is how we alchemize. This is how we transform the energy of our needs. Think about that. Does the soul need anything? So this is the underdeveloped part of yourself that's needing something. So we're going to take this and we're going to alchemize it and we're going to take it into a higher frequency. We are now going to change the alchemy of it by rewarding your desires in the opposite way. So first of all of your intentions moving forward, we'll start with, I'm in the process of learning. The little U's, the underdeveloped part of you goes, you're learning right now. Do you think you're supposed to know everything all at once in this earth school? Come on now. This is about phases. So let's honor the learning phase. Spirit told me a long time ago. So do you remember when I spoke about, I want to have more boundaries for myself so people stop walking all over me? This is a big one. We hear among loved ones. Listen, feel, open your heart chakras. Listen to the transmutation of this, which is now, I am in the process of learning how to speak my truth and stand in a place of power at all times. Do you feel that? I need you to feel the difference between the two. This is about teaching you the difference between the two, or you don't serve the garden. So open your hearts, feel, turn it up. Everything they told you to shut down, I need you to crank up. I don't know how many times in our relationship I'd come to Darren, I'd be like, because when I speak spirit, I channel. I've lost so many people because of it. I've just learned to stand in the power of that. And I'd come to him all the time after our earlier recordings and go, was I too much? All the time. Because I've been used to my whole life, people telling me I'm too much. And you know what he said to me? You're not enough. You know what that did to me? That's right, Carol. My wings came up. Really? I'm used to men putting me in a cage. My last husband, bless his heart, 19 years, said to me, I thought I could build you a cage big enough. He said, your wings were too big. So, loved ones, feel. I need you to crank yourself up. Stop numbing. Take now your wish to the next level. And this is why I just want one. They're showing me I need to work with one. So go through your 3. This is a workshop. We're not going to rush this, Spirit says. So go back to your first 3. Figure out, connect. Come on now. We've given you enough tools. Figure out what you really want to change. And then alchemize it. Now change it to, I'm in the process of learning. So start your sentence right now. I'm in the process of learning. And now look at the last things you just said and put it into words. The words you know. It's not about the words we're supposed to know. 70% of our language has been fucked with. So don't worry about getting it right. This is my intention. Open, speak. Go into phase 2, please. You are in the process of learning. If I don't hear that before all of your intentions moving forward, woo, may there be lightning bolts. All right, kings and queens, I'll give you a few moments. May I re-emphasize, if your comments and chats are not starting with, I am in the process of learning. Are you? We don't need to hear what you've learned already. You're here to learn. So open up again, your crown, open up your heart. We're going to take your intentions to another level. Oof, love it. Nice job, everyone. I'm reading, I'm feeling. Good, good, good. Reading some of the comments. And it's interesting. This is what I love about what I do, is I got downloads as I learn through you. They have programmed so much for us to feed others. My family. This is a big one. Pamela will attest to this. This was part of the school, though, loved ones, is how they integrated what we birthed here. What's our DNA versus our spiritual DNA. Have we ever talked about that? If you have a DNA in this earth school, let's see, this is a whole new learning for me. Is there not a DNA in spiritual school? And isn't it about merging those two? So what we're going to do now, loved ones, work with me, feel this, stay in this. Now I need you to, actually, sorry, they're saying go back. I need to see some of your intentions. So Kim, will you please bring up some of the chats? We are going to tweak, they're saying, because they won't let me go ahead because of what you're trying to set intentions for. We have to realign. Welcome to Live Healings, Live Intentions. This is what this is about.
Okay, so Little Rocks said courage was one of the intentions. They were.
Okay, I'm going to go back. There she is. Little Rock. You've been making some big jumps lately. I have to give you a message though right now because I have to. I want you to go into a meditation and cut all of your cords from all of your cats. They are not your source. And they're tired. They're not meant to feed you. They are not meant to give you lessons to the degree that they ask or you think they have to. They would like a meditation where you bring them all in, where you love and appreciate and respect them, and give them gratitude for what they've taught you so far, but that you don't need them moving forward. I know, honey. I know. This is a big one. I can't have you coming into the garden with 9 cats. I love that you saw the humor in that. Thank you. You see what I mean? I need you to be willing to leave your cats at the door and not look back. This is not about bringing in your 3D anchors or whatever helped you get through to this point. That's why you're asking for courage. Because they're giving that to you right now. They've been your guardians and protector. They are not your source. So I am in the process of learning how to learn courage of a different dimension and source, where I don't have to rely on 3D animals. Feel. So that's how that should have transformed to the next part 2. We're going to add your why later, so that when you go talk to them, this is going to be one of your greatest healings, honey. You can't keep gathering energy of a 3D source, feline or animal or people. They're not your source. They're not your teachers. They get you on the path. But I can guarantee you, they're not your teacher. So if you keep looking down at the felines, the kitties, are you able to look up? That's why this is the courage they're saying you need, is to go, I feel safe with you. I need to feel safe enough with me to go somewhere where I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't have a fucking clue, actually. Holy shit, this is scary. Excellent. You're right where you're supposed to be. And if you're not feeling this, loved ones, it's all peace and love and light. You're not there, you missed it. Come on. That was the way of being, where we had to anchor. Come on, you can do it. If you're here, it's because no more. This is anchoring a different light, a higher vibrational light. It does take courage, honey, within you. How do you get that courage? Open, feed. Stop feeding off your kitties. They're tired. And watch their personalities change as you now feed them instead of feeding off of their cup. Good girl. I want you to be with that. I want you to come back on our think tank, and I want you to give us an audio or a video of that. You need to go and be with that. I'm sorry, since you've been talking about your kitties have been talking to me. I have an ability to talk to plants, animals, little yous. And honey, thank you for holding space for this. There's many of us that have attached to animals. Why do you think I spoke about animals so early on? Stop feeding off them. It's not the natural order of things. Kimmy, what's our next one, please?
Losing weight.
Do you know why people put on weight? so you don't feel so much.
Can I expand on that from one of my healings?
I would love you to.
That was one of my biggest ones, was to lose weight, to look a certain way. And I was relentless. I wanted to look a certain way because then I knew I would be more loved in this and that. And as I worked with my little me, and the more I worked on it, the less it happened. No matter if I alchemized and transmuted the words, the energy, it didn't. There was a deeper lesson. And as I worked with my little me, she actually taught me why we had put on the weight that we did and why we were keeping it. And there was a few things. The main one was because I didn't like me and I would attack myself for it. So to protect myself from myself, we put on weight. But she also showed me, and this is something I had completely forgotten until one day I had a dream and it rocked me so hard that I went to Jody right away and I said, I don't believe this. Why is this happening? And Jody just held that space. And she held that space. Said, my little me showed me that my dad did things to me when I was a child, and I didn't like being touched. But Jody held this space for me to go and learn. So I had to go to my little me. I said, why do we look the way we do? She said, Mommy, if we keep this weight and we look like this, maybe people won't want to touch us. And I didn't remember that. So I went from trying to work out twice a day, relentless, beating myself up. And my little me was like, fuck you. I want you to stop working out and you're going to look the way you look. And that was hard. That was one of her tests. And I did. And I held that space. And I had to learn how to look at myself and love myself no matter what way, no matter what shape, no matter what. Truly love myself. Because if I don't love myself now, and for the reason we designed it to be this way, am I going to love myself when I look another way? But it really hit me when I asked her. She said, well, if we looked like this, we wouldn't get touched. Or maybe people wouldn't make advances. And I loved us enough to be like, oh, wow, thank you, honey, for holding that space and doing whatever you thought we needed to do. And I see that. Thank you. She taught me and continues to teach me how to love myself more every day, no matter what I look like, no matter if I thought I should lose 50 pounds or not. I had to learn how to love all of myself in the way we are in the now moment with her and walk her through it to the point where showers were a big trigger. And we talk about tests. She only tests. She'll show me a little thing. Showers were a big trigger, so much so that I wouldn't even look when I washed. I wouldn't look past mirrors. I would hide myself. My little me actually went to Jody to the point where she's like, you better tell my mom to look at us, because she doesn't look at us ever. She thinks we're gross and we're dirty. That I thought I wanted to lose weight, and there was all those layered healings underneath it. And I had to hold a space for that. So, okay.
Feel that? Thank you, Kim. This is something that our Kim has struggled with. And you know why? Because she thought she had to look like me. I know that triggers some people. She was comparing herself just like I compared myself. We're always comparing ourselves. They taught us that. This is why spirit has always been about stay in your own lane. Realize why you created yourself the way you did and why. And these triggers that this queen has walked into. Because you be clear, the losing weight is a big deal. We have a lot of little hurt girls that are overweight so that no one sees them. No one will hurt them again. It's hard to be overweight when you're little by design. But when you get older, you can design that. This was something Kim and I had to talk about. This is where we stop comparing, going, I came in this way. I have my own lessons, trust me. I call it pretty person problems. The ones that are pretty, that have been pretty, they don't talk about this. You're lucky. Shut up. You had things easier. Really? How about we all stop comparing, stop looking at each other, stay in your own lane. You want to talk about lessons? Pretty or ugly, all the same. Let's stop. Your ugly contributes to another person's pretty. Where pretty can learn from ugly and ugly can learn from pretty. Come on. You see the pretty amongst us, the pretty fucked up. They're all about look at me and hearts. Missed it. There's also people who are obese, packing on pounds so they don't feel as much. Again, missed it. Yeah, I know. This hurts. Nah. Feel that? Good. That's a part of you that's going, hey, Mom, listen. Kim, next one, please.
The next one is stoic emotions for spiritual stability with patience in bracket.
Stoic. Scott, please turn your mic off. Stoic emotions for spiritual stability. There's a whole bunch of speak. What does that mean to you? What are you desiring with that? I need a bit more explanation.
I guess just like the patience in brackets is the main goal, but I think being, like too sensitive, shit just sets you off, or the smallest little thing will kind of make you get sad or teary-eyed or whatever, and it just doesn't, I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry, Spirit's having a little tantrum on you right now. Is there such a thing as too much emotion? If you are feeling this, Scott, does it not mean it's not in alignment with your soul?
Perhaps.
And you're asking to go, okay, I actually want to be above that, but not feel.
No, I guess just maybe control them more.
How can you control them unless you feel them? Love them, your team is saying. This is about loving what you don't like about yourself. This is going back now, they're saying, of the emotions. Come on, every loved one here, I can tell you right now, you were too much. You were the black sheep. You were the one who was emotional, dramatic. This is what I heard from my parents. Jody, you're so dramatic. I can't even tell you how many times I heard that in my life. Yeah, because I feel shit. You don't. It goes over your head. The stability I want, and hear me on this, Scott, that when energy comes in that is not congruent with your soul, that you do have a shit, knip shit. I need people in the garden go, whoa, Jody, Darren, what? This one coming in. It's stern shit. It's making me unstable. And I only trust you with that if you are. You need to be stable. You need to be at a place where you can take in energy of all kinds. Loved one, the energy that's about to come in, well, you're going to have to judge, well, you're going to have to listen to. It's going to fucking rock you. Everything we thought that kept us at peace in this world is not. And the more truths that are coming down, I have to rock myself going, how do we teach them this? This is the whole Giver movie. How do I give you this? Or it's not going to make you squirrel, jump off the edge, commit suicide like the many before us. I need you to get good at amplifying what you're feeling and not attaching. Scott, they're going, you're attaching. When you feel the energy, you're holding it. Instead of feeling it and letting it pass through you. They haven't taught us this. The ability to feel energy. I'm a Libra. I have to talk. I'm an air. I'm a Queen's in place so I can air it.
I think I can feel it. I just don't know how to safely displace it sometimes, you know.
They're saying, do you even have words for it though?
No, like pressure, pain.
Words. This is where they need words. Your team is saying.
What do you mean?
Here's the thing. When you come as a starseed, and we're not used to language, and now all of a sudden we feel all this emotion and we have to actually put it into language. You have to find words for it. Just like equity, loved ones. That's why we giggle. That's why spirit giggles. Find the language for what you're trying to feel. No one knows this language. If 30% of equity is language we don't know, what do you think what they did with the other 70%? That's why we have to become word wizards. We have to find, and no different than Kim, huge epiphany. She's trying to formulate words. She's like, tell me. She's like, then go back to your castle, find the words, tap into your team. They didn't give us this language, loved ones. If you're wondering why am I having such a hard time? This language was removed. So Scott, you're right where you're supposed to be. I can't express it. Great. Go connect. Find a way. This is what we need. Find a way to express what you're feeling. This is the language. And it's not all love and light. No, it's, hey, you don't feel worthy because of this.
No, but it's like if you let it out, it just becomes a dumpster fire. And Yeah, you
No,
guys-
because no one's held you in a space where they held your fire. You didn't have tools where you could walk into your fire where it didn't blaze, and you've gone into your fire. They showed me, and it went out of control and you lost control of it.
Mhm.
So you retreated.
Totally.
Now you have teachers. Now you have tools. Now you have wings. Now you have the ability to go into this fire and going, I came in here before, and they love, they're saying, when loved ones have walked into a fire and got burnt before, because I speak about this, your wings are not meant to be burned. And if they're being burned, it's because you don't have the tools. Get back to your castle. You didn't have the tools before. You had the heart. And you walked in and it burnt you and you retreated. You went back into your castle. Until such a teacher, until such energy came forth and went, hey, come here. Let's do this again.
I'm not certain I have all the tools yet, but I know I'm in the process of gathering them.
You would not be asked to walk into any fire unless you were capable and able, Lord. Feel that? You went in guns a-blazing before.
Mhm.
You got schooled by 4D. As you should have been. Were you capable and able of walking through into the garden at that point? So don't question when the 3 Palladian judges go, back to 3D you go.
No, there's a reason we're pushed through the darkness. I understand. Not only do I understand that, I fully comprehend it. And I don't use those words lightly either. I love wordsmithing.
So this is where we're going to start learning. Take your words. So these stoic emotions. How do you learn stoic unless you've been it? You're asking to be something you have never even felt.
No.
So how about the intentions? And this is where we're going to tweak the language. That I am in the process of learning the tools and the armor necessary to walk into my fires so that I can spiritually stabilize myself.
Mhm.
Tag that one, please, Kim. Send that to our dear sweet Scott. That is an intention with power behind it, superpowers, with no doubt. This is what they kept us. Ugh. There's so much insight that's been coming in. They kept us in the overflow, loved ones, the manifesting stage, the outside of your cup. No. Stay in your own cup. Clear out. How can you attract anything in your own cup if it's full? Think about that. They just kept you thinking of the overflow. And this is the part that came through last night. I was so upset about when I talk about them infiltrating our healings. They infiltrated the results. So when they talk about, oh, I thought about this and then this happened. No, it didn't. How can you manifest outside of your cup? You can only manifest inside of your cup.
I'm still fixing cracks.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm still fixing some cracks and doing some polishing right now. So
As you should.
yeah.
If you got all this figured out, grab the mic, sir. Start teaching this. And this is the whole thing. They didn't want us to learn this. This is the part that they kept us distracted. They infiltrated our healing. Kept us focused on what we wanted outside of what was capable and able. Think about, feel that. I want to feel the car. I want to feel it's like things. I want to feel the air on me. You want
really
that car? Make room for it.
We really had illusionary feelings. We thought we had the power, but we lacked the tools, and so nothing ever connected or worked. You know,
It wasn't supposed to. If they made equity so hard to find, that one door, because there's many paths leading to the 70%. There's one for equity. If they made that little tiny door so invisible, what do you think they did to the other 70%? This is the reprogramming. This is the information that's coming and going, okay, loved ones, delete. Delete. All right, so let's move to the next phase of this, because I think you guys are starting to get the idea of this. Now, the next part of this is to take what you want and to add why. We've been conditioned for payoffs, so let's use it. Get clear on why you want these changes, why you want these needs. And you're going to be able to inject a lot of feelings and emotions and amplify it by doing so. So allow me to illustrate. The first saying, loved ones, was, I want to have more boundaries for myself so people stop fucking all over for me. That's got pity story all over it. Feel sorry for me, feed me. Okay. Feel the upgrade. I'm in the process of learning how to speak my truth and stand in a place of power at all times. That feels better. Want to hear it on steroids? I'm in the process of learning how to speak my truth and stand in a place of power so I can teach people how to treat me with love and respect at all times, or something better. So now, take your wants, open up, and charge them, loved ones. It's 444. Charge them. Let's take your words, what your wants are, and let's amplify it. So when you're asking the universe for what you want, it's as jacked as it comes. It's the most in alignment as it comes. This is where I'm going to take all your tweaks, all your wants, and we're going to make sure that when you are asking for them, you're attracting what you want and not what you don't want because of the words. All right, we'll give you a few minutes. Okay. This is where I really tap in to all of our loved ones who've showed up to make sure your wants and needs are in alignment with what you're wanting. I'm going to go through this. Joe, Anne, I want to talk to you, please. Hi. I love your man. This man shows up all the time. He is one of our loved ones. However, we see you in the background, and my team keeps circling you. So let's talk about what your wants are, your affirmations, intentions, please. I don't see them.
Oh, I had one of them in the chat, but I think it was up quite a ways. I'm in the process of learning to speak words of blessing over my family to build them up. Do you want the other two?
Nope. I want to see right on that one. Where I'm going to go with you on this one is bless your heart. This is programming at its best. A mama who steps forward and goes, this is what I want from my family. What that means is you are taking the spiritual oxygen mask. Give it to them. Give it to them. They don't need your oxygen mask. They don't need your prayers. If they're your children, they're more online than you. So let's rephrase that. And mama, I need you to make this about you, not your family. So Nick, please hold your wife in a space of making things moving forward about her. Not you, not the family, not the children. That is not the space she should be operating from. As the king and the head of the family, remind her as the queen that she is, that she's to take care of herself first. Breathe, get strong, spread her wings, and to take whatever time she needs necessary, Nick, where you won't allow her to feed even when she gets a little bit of a feeding, because that's what they taught us. As soon as you get a little bit of a worm, moms, you feed it. No. Ingest it. Let it nourish you. Let your children starve a bit. I know. I felt that one on you. Let them feel the deprivation so that when you actually do feed them, they appreciate it.
It will help them stand up as men as well.
Yeah.
So I think you'll like my second one.
Go 3.
Okay. I'm improving my ability to give myself priority of time daily so that I'm nourished.
First of all, did it start with, I'm in the process of learning?
It did not.
Can you rephrase, please?
I'm in the process of learning to improve my ability to give myself priority of time daily so that I'm nourished.
That felt better. And you, what your team said? Why?
Because I neglect myself and my cup is empty.
Can mama feed when her cup's empty?
Mm-mm.
Is mama of any service when her cup is empty? This is when mamas actually go and feed from their children. So thank you Joanne. Yes. But here's the thing. They have programmed us to put family first. Your children first. Nope. We're going to disrupt that whole fucking frequency right now. Your children don't come before you, moms. Nope, you missed it. You think your children need you? You birthed them. As long as they can keep themselves alive, they'll be fine. They're higher advanced beings than you. So stop thinking they need you. You actually need them. So get the fuck online. This is a big one. Parents are so about, I gotta take care of my family first. Nope. Spiritual family first. You just got that. You didn't know you had one. All we thought was we had this 3D version, family. That's why we glom onto it, why we attach so hard, because we remember that one. But family of that accord where we come from, we don't attach to one another. We don't feed dysfunctionally. We hold a space for one another, going, go fix your own crown. You know better. If you don't, here's some tools. If you don't know these tools, you should. And now you know. That's why I love your children so much. They're waiting for you to catch up. This is why moms, fathers, any intentions moving forward, if it's not about yourself, you missed it. They trained us not to make it ever about ourselves. Give the shirt off your back. Why? Then I'm cold. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Why? Put it back where it belongs. Do you see? There's more dysfunction that we're going to start realizing, loved ones. And this is now about feeling. What's divergence? When I speak on behalf of divergence, or it's you be clear. I go to a galactic round table before I come here. If I even speak the wrong words, so I don't answer to you, I answer to them. I get a lightning bolt of a different kind. It's so helpful. I'll prep you for those when they come. That's why I can hold this space for you. Feel this. It's not cocky. This is not, I know more than you. No, this is a soul agreement, loved ones. I made with you to show up for you right now. As long as I came into my power and learned what I had to learn. So what makes you think that you are going to be an ambassador, that you're going to pass that on, unless you've learned what you need to learn? And if it's not ugly, raw, where you're out for days, you missed it. Gareth, that's why I'm so proud of you. The fact that you disappear and go, girl, I'm not doing so good. Excellent. Come here. Let's give you some more tools. Because unless you're there, unless you walk through that fire and you're standing there, don't ask for a spirit outside of your fires. Spirit's in your fires. That's where all the magic is. That's where the miracles are. So thank you. Great job. Just so you know, Joe. Very, very good. Kim, next one, please.
Okay, so the next one's from Jeanette. I'm in the process of learning to use courage on my spiritual journey to reach a spiritual place of mind-blowing healing, love, and guidance.
I am in the process. So it's no different than Darren. doing his little things on his documents. I am in the process of learning to stand in every unknown with courage because I am direct contact with source. My overflow abundance of energy shows others their potential. Jeanette. Yes. Yes. I have no problem with that. Spirit has no problem with that. They're like, very good. So, loved ones, read that. If you don't know what to say, you don't have to speak. Put spirits in complete alignment with that one, or they'd be chirping at me. Kim, next one, please.
Trying to find the perfect one here. Actually, what they're telling me is if you scroll up and you find the one.
Okay. Right. In the process, I understand. And now I get scared. I am the process. I have to pass. Okay, loved ones, give me a moment.